How's it going, guys? Revo here, coming at you guys with a brand new video, and today we are going to be doing a review on the brand new Milinkovic Savic. Now, as you guys know, he came out with the FUT birthday promo as a weekly objective, and I didn't do any of the past weekly objectives, the Ibra center back, the Gervinho, or the other dude, I forgot who it was. I don't know who was it. I don't know who it was, but I didn't do him because I didn't like any other cards. I thought it was a waste of time. I didn't like them. But this week, they have that Boateng that I probably won't use. I won't do him, but he looks decent. They had, who else? They had the Guarin, and they have this beautiful Milinkovic Savic. Now, out of all those cards, the only one that interested me was this Savic. I don't know for you guys, it may be Boateng or the other dude. I forgot who it was, but or the Guarin, that's who it was. But this card interests me so much because in the beginning of FIFA, I think I still have his card right here. Let's see if I still have it. I got his loan card, his base gold card, as a loan, and he was doing so good for me. Just no, I discarded him, but he was doing so good for me in the beginning stages of FIFA. Like, I remember getting him, I'm like, damn, I really need this guy for my team. But he was like 20-30k at the time, so I couldn't afford him, and I never got around trying him. And I did not do his Europa League SBC, as I did not see the Lazio going far, and they didn't. But now with this card, it's incredible. It's just insane, this card. And the funny thing is that most of you guys probably wanted him to come out like as a center mid or a striker or a cam, left wing, left back, center back, something like that. But this is exactly the position I needed, because as you guys know, if you do know, I packed this Cancelo from one of the team of the week packs, or actually no, it was a player pick SBC like a couple months back, and since then he hasn't left my right back position. He replaced my Champions League Walker that I've had this Walker for like 500, close to 500, 424 games, and he was my starting right back for forever, and nobody replaced him. But this Cancelo came in and he replaced him easily, because he's just an overall better defender, better passer. He's better on the ball, and he could go all game up and down the wings compared to Walker. Walker's a little stiff, but yeah, Cancelo replaced him. But the problem was that I was playing Cancelo this whole time at a right mid position on 7 chem, so it kind of was affecting his gameplay. So I needed a right back from the Serie A who could play center mid and could swap with Cancelo in game so that they both get full chem. I was thinking about buying Florenzi, as I do have that little triangle in the corner. I have De Rossi, Juan Jesus, and Florenzi that I could have gotten, but I thought that Florenzi was a little too small. He didn't have the skill moves and weak foot that I wanted, and his stats were lacking a little bit. But I saw this Savic, and it's just perfect. Like, it's actually perfect that EA came out with this card. Let's just look at him. He is 6'3". He has high medium work rates, perfect for a center mid, CDM, cam, whatever you want to play him at. He can play literally any position you want him to play. He could play left wing, right wing, striker, goalie. He could play goalie. He's as tall as a goalie. He could play goalie. He could play right back, left back. He could play anywhere. This guy's amazing. He's the most versatile player that I've seen on this FIFA, besides like Hullet and probably Conte, but Conte's a little smaller, so he can't play striker. But he's kind of like Hullet, the cheap Hullet kind of. He's free. Like, he's free. I don't know what else I have to say. He's free. The only thing that this card will cost you is your time, because everybody, and I mean everybody right now, is sweating their butts off on division rivals. I played at least like 25 games, and out of those I probably won like 13 or 14, and the other 4 that I did win, I didn't score a goal with a Serie A player, so I wasn't able to get him. And if you guys don't know, the only way you could get him is if you win 10 division rival matches and score at least 1 goal with the Serie A player. So I just brought in Mertens, and he scored the goal to finish it, or to convert a penalty or stuff like that. But yeah, and he's right-footed, weak foot, 4 stars, skill moves 4 stars, amazing 4-star combo, amazing. And just look at his stats. The only thing that I see a downside on this card is the agility and the balance. Who cares about the crossing? Who cares about the crossing? It doesn't matter. The penalties, volleys don't matter. Slide tackle and aggression, it's not that bad, but it'll do. But the agility and balance, that's the only downside on this card. But if you guys have used this dude right here, it is no problem, because this dude has terrible balance, and he could still pull out some crazy skill moves. And this guy, oh no, this guy has good agility, but you know what I mean. Like this guy, oh wait, no, that's 70. Like this guy, okay, no, that's 78. But yeah, it's not that bad. 70 agility, 63 balance, it's not that bad. This guy's a tank. He'll push anybody off. Like, do I really need to go over these stats? I don't really think I do, but I'll just say like the most important stats on here for me, the ones that I like the most. The first thing that I really like are the 92 short pass and the 92 long pass. That is essential for any CDM, cam, or center mid, in my opinion, because you want your strikers to make runs and you want someone to be able to deliver at the end of those runs. You want them to make those passes, those short passes, those long passes, those over the top through balls, those through balls on the ground, the curls, whatever. You want them to make those passes. And with that passing, it's amazing. And of course, with that passing, you need good composure. And this guy comes with 88 composure, which is amazing. He has great ball control and great dribbling from what I see. For a big man on the game, 6'3", that's great dribbling. That's really good dribbling, actually. And then his heading accuracy, of course, with his jumping, so he will score you headers. And his stamina, he could go all game. And his strength, he'll push anybody off. So I have not played any games with him yet, but I'm going to show you how it'll look in game when I do play some games with him, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on the card. So we're going to be playing in a 4-1-2-1-2, and then we are going to swap Joao Cancelo to the right back position, and then we're going to put Milinkovic Savic center mid and put him right center mid. Allen's going to be playing left center mid. My Suarez is going to be playing striker. Mertens going to be playing cam. And my pack-pulled Luis Figo is going to play left striker with Suarez right striker. This is how it's going to line up. And for instructions, I don't have anything put on him. I don't like my center mids with anything. I like them to play naturally. And just with my cam, stay forward. And my CDM, stay back while attacking, as well as my defense. And my strikers just get in behind and stay forward. So those are the tactics that I have on my guy. That's how he's going to play in game. Right center mid. Let's see how he does play. Let's see if he gets any assists, any goals, any cool plays, if he could track back good. Let's just see. He's going to play amazing. I already know it. And I can't wait to see how he plays. So we're going to get into the highlights right now. And I'll be right back. I'll see you then. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't worry. I'll be right back. Don't worry. I'll be right back. So this is the first team that we are going to be coming up against, and it does consist of that end of an era Petr Cech, that player of the month Van Dijk that I wish I did, that flashback David Luiz, that is probably the best defender on the game. I feel bad for you if you did not do him. SBC Yedlin, who is terrible, and a bunch of other SBC cards. That team was actually, I think, mostly SBCs, and he probably got lucky with that Pogba and Conte. But anyway, this is what you guys are here for: the highlights, the review, the in-depth analysis, the summary, the conclusion of this Savage. Is he worth your time on this beautiful game that we call FIFA? Is he worth playing on these terrible servers that we call FIFA? Is it worth raging and almost breaking your controller? One word: yes. And I say yes because he makes this game easier. Simple as that. He makes this game easier. Why I say he makes this game easier is because he could play in any position, anywhere you want on the field. He could do everything right. He's tall, he's strong, he's fast, he has a good shot, he's a great dribbler, a great passer. He's 4-star, great work rates, he could go all game. I just don't know what else to say about this guy besides the fact that he's a perfect player, and considering that this card is free is actually insane. Like, I can't believe that this card is only 10 wins. I mean, it is terrible. The grind is terrible. Don't get me wrong. It's extremely difficult, especially if you're in Division 3 or higher. I'm in Division 3, and it was terrible. It was a terrible experience. I don't want to do it again. But if there's another card that comes out like this and it requires me to go through that hell again, then I'll do it 2 times again just for this card. I've played with Hullet before, and he is very similar to him. The height, he could do anything. The only downside that I found with this card is what I said wouldn't be a problem in the beginning, which was the balance and agility. Now, he does feel like really... No, I wouldn't say really. He feels clunky at times. I wouldn't say he moves like a truck, like a Casemiro or something like that. Or Matic. He doesn't feel like that. He feels more like of a Pogba. And Pogba is a little bit more agile, I believe. But he feels kind of like a Pogba who's stronger and more assertive on the ball. He strikes, I don't mean to sound corny or cringy, but he strikes like fear into your opponents. Like, I beat this guy 5-0 in division rivals, and before this I was losing 5-0 because I was struggling to get this card. And I feel like once they saw this card on my team, they're like, oh, like, man, I don't want to play against this guy, or this guy has Savage, he's gonna completely destroy me. And that's what happened. Like, I was running circles around this guy. I scored 2 goals right there. I got one with Suarez and Mertens, I believe, that you guys saw in the background. And Savage he just controls the midfield. Like, he dominates. Like, you have Conte, who dominates the midfield, who could outrun people, who could dictate passes, who could intercept like crazy. But then you have this guy who's like a mixture of Pogba and Conte together, with the height, the tackling, the shooting, the dribbling, the pace, the physicality, the 4-star, everything that Pogba and Conte are like together are merged into this one guy who could do anything. He could do skill moves, and he doesn't even come out slow out of them. And one thing that really surprised me out of this card is, I'm going to go ahead and say it right now, is the dribbling and the ball control. My God, I did not think this guy was going to be able to do any skill moves, let alone do La Croqueta skill moves, do roulettes. He was doing rainbow flicks over defenders. He was doing crazy stuff in my second and third games that I did play with this guy, because once I made this review, I do play one game with my players that I do review, just to dictate if they're good or not from the first game. I know most of you guys don't like that, but I think it's better because you just play them in one game and you see if you like them or not. From one game, you could see if you like a player or not. Like, for example, yesterday I did play with that Carnival Icardi, and my God, one game I sold him. He was terrible. I did not like him at all. He was bad. And one game with this Savic, and I could already tell he was amazing. And I did play him RCM, like I did say, right center mid, and my opponent was going to quit, so I'm like, oh, I'll just switch him to CDM and see what he does, because De Rossi was getting a little bit tired, and I decided to give him a break and let Big Boy Savic play at CDM and put Can at center mid. And right away he does this. I put him at CDM. The game begins. He does this. He dribbles from 35 yards out. He does a heel to heel, and he on his wait. Was that weak foot? I don't know if that was weak foot or strong foot, but he finished it. That was a great finish, a great run. He grabbed it from like 40 yards out, and he did one heel to heel, and he just put it away. Like, he makes it look easy. He makes this game easier. He makes your life easier on this game. I don't know what else to say. Like, he makes it your gameplay, your games easier. He will win you games. He will win you games. So, is it worth it? Yes. Yes. Is it worth your time? Yes, he is worth your time. Is he good? Yes, he's good. Is he bad? No, he's not bad. Did you come to the right place for this review? Yes, because all I need to tell you is he is worth it. You should get him. If you haven't got him, keep grinding. If you're not planning on getting him, do it, because he is an 89 rated card, and even if you don't like him, you can put him into an SBC, and he's just a great card, guys. Like, he's probably in the top 5 center mid CDMs that I've used this year. He's definitely probably top 3. I don't know if he would be top 3 best players I've used this year, but no, he'd probably definitely be top 10. He'd be close to top 5, because Flashback Ibra and David Villa and this Suarez and that Flashback David Luiz are all, in my opinion, better, because I like them a lot. And I've only played 3 games with the dude, so I can't judge him that much. So, yeah, in his first game, he got a goal. He dominated the midfield. He could play anywhere on the field, so that's pretty much my review on this guy. And the only cons were that agility and the balance, because he does kind of feel like a truck at times, but he can control the game, so that's good that he feels like a truck, because he could bully people around. But if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, comment down below, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.